is getting charged there in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, ahead of the governorship election. Things are getting really intense. The ruling APC is not having a good run at the moment, as the situation in that party seems to be degenerating by the day. In the weekend, the Ondo State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, asked his supporters to disregard the widely circulated rumors that he has been disqualified by the All Progressives Congress Primary Election Screening Committee. The party screened Mr. Akeredolu and 11 others last week, and those who are jostling for the ticket of the party for the October 10 governorship election. In the past week, there's been attempt to impeach the deputy governor. The deputy speaker of the House and another lawmaker were suspended. The majority leader of the House resigned his position. The secretary to the government of Ondo State also resigned his appointment, and the ripples of the deputy governor leaving the APC for the PDP is getting intense. Tonight, I have the deputy speaker who was suspended in the House last week, who has been Honorable Irolu Ogundeji. He joins me now, and also have Honorable Victor Olabintan. He's a special advisor to the governor on political matters. Both of them are going to be talking about Ondo State politics. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming tonight on the program.
Thank you, Shehu.
Perhaps I should begin. I saw how vigorous you were speaking after your suspension. So you stand as a suspended deputy speaker and say, you are the deputy speaker, but you stand suspended, isn't it?
Thank you, Shehu. Let me greet all our viewers at home. Good evening. I'm the Deputy Speaker of Ondo State House of Assembly. The purported suspension has no place in law. So I remain the Deputy Speaker of Ondo State House of Assembly. Though the Speaker pronounced that suspension, but that suspension holds no water, and he said no letting, because it has no place in law.
So, I mean, because I heard some of you and your colleagues are saying that the governor was behind it. What evidence do you have? Because I heard the allegations of 10 million being shared. Is it true that people were given 10 million now?
First and foremost, Shehu, before the plenary that day, the Speaker called me and my two other colleagues into his office and informed us that the governor and the chairman of our party, Engineer Adetimeni, gave him the directive to suspend us at the plenary on that day. In fact, he even went on to inform us that we should not attend the plenary. And we told him that he possessed no such power to suspend us or to even tell us not to attend the plenary. Concerning the issue of 10 million naira you mentioned, I heard of it, but I cannot substantiate it because I was not contacted about with 10,000.
So you did not get the 10 million naira?
No.
So what was the 10 million naira, the purported 10 million naira, what was it supposed to do? What was it meant for?
Well, I cannot say much about 10 million naira because I was not given. But with what we had from Grapevine, which I cannot substantiate, is for the purported impeachment.
So you heard that some of your friends and your colleagues in the House took the 10 million naira?
I cannot, like I said, I cannot substantiate it because I only had.
So who is behind the removal, the planned impeachment of the deputy governor?
Well, to me, I may not pinpoint to a particular person, but I know government of the day are behind it because we were approached.
When you say government of the day, you are part of the government.
Yes, the executive arm of the government. You know those are in the executive arm.
No, be playing with us. You are speaking to Nigerians. You're an honorable member of the House, and we're here to see whether we can get a way forward in the crisis rocking your party and your state, Ondo State. So when you say those in government, who exactly are you talking about?
Thank you. Like I did mention in some of my interview, some people came to me in the name of the governor and the chairman of the party. Meanwhile, the chairman of the party himself called me and approached me for that impeachment. And I told him point blank that that impeachment ran contrary to my conscience and my integrity.
So that's why you didn't vote to impeach the deputy governor?
Definitely I cannot, and I will not.
So, but you left your party for the PDP?
No, I don't. Yes, the deputy governor?
Yes.
There are two different things, yeah.
Okay, let me allow honorable, just, okay.
The deputy governor left the APC to PDP. And I think it is a matter of choice. And it is allowed in the Constitution, freedom of association. So, like I said, and like I do tell people, there is a difference between leaving the party and this purported impeachment. I don't have anything to do with leaving the party because I remain APC and I will continue to be an APC.
But you don't support Governor Irolu?
I'm with him.
Okay. Let's speak with Honorable Victor Olabintan. You've been in the House before, isn't it?
Yes.
But this accusation keeps coming. First and foremost, let's clear the air. It's the talks are that your principal, the governor, from what we heard, the video, we'll play you the video, the members of the House of Assembly said they were being given 10 million naira to impeach the governor. How would you react to that?
Thank you very much, Sheung. Viewers at home, good evening. You see, let me put certain things straight from the onset. There is not much crisis in Ondo State. All this Olabalu that people are just saying, talking here and there, Ondo State is at peace.
Even when the man here is suspended?
I will explain. I will let you know what I'm talking about. The governor, Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu SAN, has no hand in any impeachment process. And two, the issue of 10 million naira is not on Akeredolu's side. It's not on the government side. The issue of 10 million naira is on their side, that they got 10 million naira. I can't substantiate. Therefore, I don't want you to get things wrong, that maybe it is a government that is bribing them with 10 million. No. It is on their side that the issue of 10 million naira is generating, that somebody is giving 10 million naira not to support the impeachment. Three, the issue in Ondo State is very, very clear. Irolu is a member of APC, and by the grace of God is the Deputy Speaker of the House. And before he became Deputy Speaker, it was the decision of the party, not even of the governor. He's seated here, he knows what I'm talking about, because we all did the movement together. We have a party in Ondo State, and the party is the APC. The deputy governor was elected on the platform of the party. We have one ticket, and that ticket is a joint ticket. Akeredolu was the one that went to the primaries. He was the one the party chose. And having been chosen, by constitution, he needs to have somebody to be his running mate. And the party and Akeredolu chose Agbola Ajayi to be his deputy governor. To us in the party, we believe that since the party is one ticket, if you decide on your own that you are leaving the party, you are going to join another party, which means the ticket of the party now, you are taking it to another party. This is a party matter. Let's look at it very critically. It's a party matter. You are taking that ticket now to another party. Ordinarily, if we are honorable enough, if we want to do things the way things should be done, as you are resigning from the party, you must also resign your deputy governorship position.
On a moral grounds.
On moral grounds.
Not on a legal grounds.
We are not taking it on law. And you see, the problem we have always have in this country is that we have always been talking about law. Morality is more important. This morality is the most important one. Law, yes, can be there. So, but you have to remember that the framers of the Constitution never envisaged all this.
Has the deputy governor done anything wrong by going to the PDP?
He's free. He has freedom of association to join the party of his choice. He has freedom of association, freedom of movement. Joining the PDP, to me and to us, he is free. But the fact we are contending with is that deputy governorship position. And now let me come to... And
that's why your principal wants him out?
My principal is not him. That is what I want to explain now.
All right, just a moment. I'll allow you to explain. Yes. Just a moment. We'll take a break. But when we come back, there are more crucial issues, and this has to do with the governorship election. There's some people who are not for Governor Akeredolu. There's some people who are for him. We'll look at that divide when we come back from this break, everyone. Jonathan. So much, everyone. Let's get back to the conversation. Honorable Irolu Ogundeji, Deputy Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, and Honorable Victor Olabintan is a special advisor to Governor Irolu on political affairs. Both of them are talking to us about the political crisis in Ondo State, especially the APC. Let me allow you to land on the thought about what is happening, whether or not Governor Irolu is behind the impeachment plot. Does he want the deputy governor out?
Irolu is not behind the impeachment plot. This is what happened. When the deputy governor decamped, the party issued a statement that since you have left the party, then give us our ticket. And they gave him a 7 days ultimatum. And thereafter, the party met, and the party took a position. And the party position is that if he doesn't relinquish that position, then due process must be followed to get him removed so that we can put an APC there. We notified the National Secretariat of the party in Abuja, and they gave the go-ahead for the party. And the party now called her members in the House of Assembly, including Irolu and all of them, and intimated them with what the party wants to do. The party is a party. All of them, governor, House of Assembly, senator, everywhere where you, all go through the party. Because without the party, you cannot be elected.
All right.
You cannot get elected on your own.
So were you,
and that is exactly
let me allow,
what happened.
Honorable Ogundeji, were you consulted for the removal of the deputy governor?
Thank you, Sheung. There was nowhere, there was no time when a meeting, joint meeting of the party of the legislators was called. They individually approached each of the members because I was approached individually. And they told me to join in the impeachment. Then I demanded to know reason why this man has to be impeached. What are his offense? What are his offense?
Leaving your party.
Apart from the fact that this man left the party, there are a lot more to the issue you are, in fact, the underlying issue you are saying about leaving the party or not leaving the party. I'm not here to defend the deputy governor for leaving the party. The issue that concerns us about is the impeachment.
Do you think that, so just a moment, do you think that it deserves to still be in the party? Be in office as a deputy governor after leaving your party?
Like I told you, I said I'm not here to defend it.
No, but I'm asking you as an individual, as a deputy speaker, someone who has the ticket of your party, do you think it deserves to be in office? Why is defected to another party?
Sheung, when this man was fitted as the deputy speaker, deputy governor, I wasn't there. So if there is any disagreement between him and his master, the governor, then if they have created any mess, they should not use me, in fact, to remove the mess.
So,
what I'm saying in
you think something has gone wrong between both of them?
Yes. We can't hide away from that fact. He knows. He's the political advisor to the governor. The one he said the other time that the governor didn't know about the removal. Let me ask my brother here. Who is the leader of the party in this state? Is it possible for the party to do anything without the knowledge of the leader of the party in this state? That is not the question for them. Now, the issue here that concerns me as a legislator, as a member of the House of Assembly, is my conscience. This gentleman, the deputy governor, happened to be a friend, a close associate. And apart from that, we've been together in government. When their crisis started almost about 1.5 years ago, I even happened to
What do you think caused their crisis?
I don't know.
Do you think he has performed?
To me, he has. When he was in office, he performed creditably.
Do you think that the deputy governor has performed?
We have one ticket. And that ticket is held by Olabintan. Whatever performance that you have in government is the governor. It's not whether this thing. All of us that are working with the governor, we are only helping him. Definitely. And when anybody is to come and account in future, it's Irolu that will be called. Olabintan will not be called.
What do you think about the deputy governor?
The deputy governor will not be called. They just listen to me.
Do you think he's a good politician?
The deputy governor is a politician in Ondo State. And everybody is a politician. I'm a politician.
But
he is a politician.
A good one?
For me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not here to cast aspersion on anybody. And I'm not here to discuss any individual. I'm here to discuss issues. And the issues on ground is what I want us to discuss.
So one of the issue now is the fact that the SSG resigned, majority leader resigned, the deputy governor left your party, some members of your party, at least 5 of them are from Owo, the hometown of the governor. Is there a problem with the style of your principal, the governor?
There is no problem. All is well. Let me tell you first and foremost, somebody wants to contest election. He doesn't know his word. And he said he wants to contest election. For your information, in 2016, 7 people contested against him in Owo. And most of them got 001 and all this thing. That one is not an issue. Anybody is free to listen.
Why
anybody
is the contention
free
in your party against your principal? That's the question I'm asking. Why is there so much animosity and contention against your principal in your party?
There is no, listen, everybody that has one thing or the other against Akeredolu is personal. Let me give you an example. Whatever they are doing is personal.
Why is there so much animosity? Because you also have the grievance against the governor.
The grievances that we have against the governor is about the legislative grievances. And what are those grievances even before this impeachment? The House of Assembly as it were. Sheung, I invite you to come and see the House of Assembly chamber. Come and see the dilapidated condition of the Assembly chamber. Sometimes about a year ago, you will agree with me that it was all over the place. The snake fell. And the still selling of the House of Assembly chamber, Kevin, as at now, come and see the House of Assembly chamber.
So we need to round up this conversation. Let me ask you, would you say the governor has performed to get the ticket of the party for a second term?
Sheung, the issue on ground, the reason why I'm here is about the impeachment. It's not about performance or no performance.
You remember, you're leader of the party.
The governor is the leader of the party.
But on this program, Honorable Ogundeji, on this program, I've had people who say the governor has not been political enough to carry everyone along. Is that true?
Well, it is the people that we judge that. I cannot.
But you cannot say.
I cannot say about that.
So you're sitting on the fence on that.
I'm not sitting on the fence. But
all right. Let me ask you. So in this sense, a lot of the animosity that we see in your party today, what is the biggest concern or worry of your principal?
The biggest concern and worry of my principal is how to move Ondo State to the next higher level. The governor of Ondo State, Oluwaromi had performed creditably well, whether in providing infrastructural facilities, whether in health, whether in education.
What about the House of Assembly that they said snake is falling off?
There was no snake. He knows. Irolu is here, and I'm telling him boldly.
But he just told you that there was a snake.
Listen, he knows that it was fabricated.
It is unfortunate. I personally saw it.
It was fabricated
by them.
I am a member of the House of Assembly. And at the end of the day, they went to the governor to apologize.
This my gentle brother has once been the Speaker of that House of Assembly. It is unfortunate that my brother is encouraging impunity and is supporting what is not right. He has once been a Speaker of the House of Assembly. And when he was here as a Speaker, he cannot afford and he cannot accept what is happening to the Assembly now.
We need to go now.
When Akeredolu took over, the issue of the House of Assembly chamber was not brought to his notice. And when it was brought to his notice, he decided that the House of Assembly should be renovated. And the House of Assembly is under renovation.
I need to
we are renovating it. And they have to now use the library.
We need to go now. We are out of time.
The House of Assembly is under renovation.
Thank you, gentlemen. We need to go now. Thank you so much. Ondo people are very passionate about their politics. And so when you hear them speak, don't be surprised in the manner they are speaking. They are very passionate people. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming tonight. That's our show. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.